All right, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, others of great millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. It's your brother Yahweh Call from GMS Orlando. And getting right into it as the title goes, another edition, I'll say, of this one being for the ladies. All right. And pretty much I was inspired. A few things. One, I was watching the brothers out there in GMS Kansas City, watching those brothers in the video that they were doing. So I'm going to kind of be echoing some of the points that they made. But not only that, just like I said, a few things, another thing being that, because just a spirit that's out there, all right, having personal conversations with certain individuals, women, more particular, I have a family relative, a beloved family member. She's going to be coming down next week, Lord's will. And I know she, because every time she comes down, we have these spiritual talks. All right. So I know this conversation is going to come up. But nevertheless, again, for the ladies, all right. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to you women, you're not exempt. All right, you're not exempt whatsoever. And, you gotta think how harshly the Lord dealt with his men, how he deals with the men, how he has dealt with his men. All right, and you women, you gotta think how much more yourselves. If Yahweh Shema Shai dealt harshly with his men, how is it so? How are you women exempt in any way, shape, form, or fashion? You're not exempt. All right. But nevertheless, again, because how the Lord dealt with his men, hey, we're getting ourselves in order before Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. We're getting ourselves cleaned up, man. We're getting ourselves in order. And you women, you have to learn to get yourselves in order as well. Because there's a great humbling that's getting ready to take place. A great humbling. As a matter of fact, let me get this. Let me get two quick ones. And one in Ecclesiasticus 30 and verse Ecclesiasticus 30 and 8. And a horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful. All right. So for one, a horse, that's a creature that needs to be broken. I forgot the term for it. But oftentimes you read about people that deal with horses and how they have to basically break that horse down. And likewise, you women. All right. I'm gonna go to another one real quick in Jeremiah 3 and verse. Matter of fact, I start at verse 1. Jeremiah 3 and 1. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's wife, and become another man's, shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, save the Lord. And again, because first and foremost, it starts with the men. All right. It starts with the men first and foremost, because as much as we get on the women, as much as we get on the women, hey, it's really our fault. It's really the man's fault. All right, even going back to Adam and Eve. Yeah, Eve was the one that, she transgressed first. But hey, Adam, like the scriptures say, "Oh, Adam, what hast thou done?" So yeah, we get on the women, but it really starts with us. We really have ourselves to blame. Because we played the harlot, we played the whore, right? But nevertheless, like I said, that's why we're getting ourselves in order. All right, we're getting ourselves cleansed up. Putting away the pride. Right, because going back to what I just read in Sirach 30, all right, You know, going back into the comparison of a horse. You know, a horse has to be. You have to break a pride's horse. You have to break a horse's pride. You know. Verse 2 says, "Lift up thine head, lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not been lined with. In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness, and thou hast polluted the land with thy whoredoms and with thy wickedness." Verse 3 is the point. "Therefore the showers have been withholden, and there has been no latter rain. And thou hadst a whore's forehead, thou refusest to be ashamed." So you see, that was the point. It said, thou hadst a whore's forehead, a whore's forehead, and thou refusest to be ashamed. So you see, because again, you know, first and foremost, it starts with us, all right, the men. But nevertheless, we're getting it. Hopefully, brothers, we're getting ourselves cleansed up. You know, we're getting rid of the filth, all right, the abominations and things of that nature. All right, we're getting ourselves cleansed up, man. We're humbling ourselves down to Yahweh Shai, being submissive, submit to Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai, which is our husband. All right, and likewise, you women. All right, likewise, you women. All right, you have to be humble. All right, you have to become humbled, or you're going to be humble. You see, going back into Ecclesiastes 30:8 again, "And horse not broken becometh headstrong." So you see, a horse that becometh not broken becometh headstrong. You know, proud. You see, so again, you women, you have to humble yourselves down, or be humble. All right. So with that being said, you women have to learn to receive instruction. You know, you women have to learn to be instructed, receive instruction, because like it goes on to tell you, again, a child left to himself will be willful. So you see, man, and as cold, harsh, cruel as it may seem, the statement that I'm about to make, you know, as cruel as it may seem, all right, nevertheless, it's the truth. All right, what do I mean? Well, hey, quite frankly, you women, you so to say, you need to be you need a leash, man. You know, you women, you have to be led. All right, you women have to be guided. You know, because like I just said, a child, slack you. A child left to himself will be willful. So you women have to be directed. You women have to be led. All right. So that's why, like I said, need to learn to receive instruction, humble down, become submissive. All right. You know, because one of the things that inspired me to do this was, like I said, having conversations, you know, with certain individuals, in more particular, you know, we talk to a lot of women, you know, because me personally, I know some brothers do it. Some brothers do it, but me personally, I'm not the type to teach. You know, I don't teach women. That's just me, unless the spirit really gets on me to, you know, break a few things down or whatever the case may be. But I really just don't teach women. You know, that's just my thing. Because when it comes to this thing of ours, this isn't for women. All right, this ain't for women whatsoever. This is strictly for the men. You know, this is strictly for the men. But it's been in my spirit more and more to just, you know, because a woman don't want to be told that she needs to be led. A woman doesn't want to be told that she wants, you know, she has to be submissive and she has to swallow her pride. She doesn't want to be told these things. So it's just like, why would even waste my time? You know, why even waste my time? You know, why waste the time? Why go through the trouble? But more and more, like I said, been having conversations with, you know, with some of these women, especially when it comes to my own demon, you know, my own situation. You know, and I'll be telling her straight up, and I'll be telling these women straight up, especially my demon, you know, because again, like I was mentioning in the beginning, all right, hey, look how the Lord dealt with us. We have to get ourselves right. We have to be instructed. We have to submit to Yahweh Shai. We have to become those submissive wives to the Lord. Well, how much more you women? You know, how much more you women? Because you're not exempt. All right, don't let a pretty face and a fat ass fool you, man. That shit don't mean nothing to Yahweh Shema Shai, and it don't mean nothing to us. Now, you know, brothers have their prefaces, but hey, Isaiah 4:1, which is the infamous Isaiah 4:1, you know, the infamous Isaiah 4:1 scripture. You know, you see a lot of you women, because again, this one is for the ladies, so I'm talking to you women, all right. But a lot of you women just straight up aren't going to make it. You're just not going to make it off of the fact that a man can have he can deal with multiple women. You know, because even when it comes to my situation, my demon should be all, you know, if she just so happens to hear me going into the scriptures, or I might be on the phone with a brother, we're going over scriptures or whatever. She might watch the videos. I don't even know if she does or not, but I can care less. But she might watch the video because she asks me questions sometimes about certain things. But for the most part, you know, she knows what I'm about. You know, she knows what I'm about. She knows what I do. All right. And she's cool with it. But when it comes to the Isaiah 4:1 topic, boy, those demons come out. And I tell her straight up, you might not make it. You know, your ass might not make it just because of that. Just because of that. You know. And just like the scriptures say, again, starting with us first and foremost, get our house in order. Prepare that. Get ready for thy battle. Prepare for thy battle, right? Well, it's likewise for you women. You have to get your house in order. All right, you have to get, because that's going to be I can see that's going to be a stumbling block for a lot of women. You know, all right, that's going to be a stumbling block for a lot of women, especially for you women that have husbands that are in the truth. You know. For you women that have husbands that are in the truth, all right, because I tell my demon straight up, listen, because you tripping, you trip about this topic, but listen, I need you to be on point, because I don't have time to be, you know, showing, you know, these women that are going to be coming around, man. I don't have time to be showing them the ropes and stuff like that. That's going to be your job if you make it, if you're predestined to make it. That's your job. I tell her straight up, that's your job, you know. And it's a part of, you know, again, like I said, just like, you know, we have to work on things within ourselves, like I quoted, getting our house in order, preparing for our battle, you know, and things of that nature. Well, it applies to you women as well. You have to get ready too. All right, because you women, in a sense, you're gonna be, hey man, especially if you've been dealing with a man for, you know, for some time, y'all got history. You know his do's and don'ts. You know his likes, dislikes. You know what pleases him and whatnot. You know, for some of you women, it's going to be your responsibility to teach the other wives. All right. You know, some of you women, you're going to have responsibility over other wives, man. Over the other wives, you're going to be the head wife. You know, so you got to get ready as well. You know, you have to be instructed as well. Let me get this. Let me get this. Bear with me. And Titus 1. I'm sorry, Titus chapter 2. Start at verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. The aged women likewise, and that could be literal, you know, women that are up in age. You know, you might have some women that are, you know, some of you women might be in a you know, because there is an age limit when it comes to a man actually, you know, being intimate with a woman. You know, once she gets past a certain age, you know, once a woman gets past a certain age, a man is not supposed to, you know, come in on you. He's not supposed to deal with you. So for some women that is your case. All right. You know, yeah, you're literally up in age. You might be a little, you know, on the older side. All right, but even in a spiritual sense, you know, for young for young sisters that are in, you know, marriageable age, you know, but nevertheless you're more aged in the you know, in the spirit. You're more aged in the flesh. You've been watching videos and, you know, you've been around. This applies to you too, right? Because again, it says, verse 3, Titus 2 and 3, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. So you see, all right, like I said, literally, you know, for women that are literally up in age, all right, older women, and you know, for you younger sisters, but you're more aged in the spirit, more aged in the faith. You know, you're more seasoned in the faith. All right, you gotta be teachers of good things, because again, you sisters, you have your roles too. Make no mistake about it. I always gotta bring this point out, because you know, dealing with the roles of women, men and women, man, it's not the same. Women are simply not supposed to be in the positions of leadership, man. That's just, you know, as far as what men do, being on the forefront. As a matter of fact, let's go to this. I'm gonna come back to that, but I'm gonna go to this in First Timothy 2. First Timothy 2. Start at verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety. So you see, because listen, again, you women, you know, to you women, you know, because the scriptures go into that as far as how women are supposed to conduct themselves, down to the very words that they speak, down to what comes out of your mouth, you know, because a lot of you women have this, a lot of this aggression, and you basically have a manly spirit on you, man. Manly, just a manly persona about you, man, and it's very unattractive, It's very unattractive, man. You know, cursing like a sailor, and you know, man, a lot of women, you're with the rude speech, you know, you know, that type of spirit, man. That's for the men. You know, as far as, you know, cursing like a sailor, if that's what you want to call it. You know, with the rude speech, and those are the traits of a man, an actual man. You know, you women, again, you need to learn to conduct yourselves a certain way, man. Just again, you know, just like you see brothers, man. Hey, we're learning how to be real men. The Lord is developing us into real men. But you women, you got to learn too, man. You know, teachers of good things. You know, shamefacedness, right? Now listen, we know, as far as brothers, we know we're not gonna have a Sarah on the side. We know that. All right, you know, just like us with the Lord. The Lord knows we're not gonna be perfect. All right, because you know there was a point in time, because these women, they will look you dead in your face, man. They will look you dead in your eye. These women, they'll square up with you. There was a time in the ancient world, you know, a woman, you know, a man talking to a woman, she would bow her head, you know. She would bow her head, man. She won't look that man in the eye. But you women, you will look these men dead in the face, man. You women are you women have no problem squaring up with a man. Like I said, a lot of you women have a very manly trait. You know? And for you women that that was in the Bible days. Newsflash, we're still in the Bible days. All right, in case you didn't know, we're still in Bible days. But that's all right. That's why there's a great humbling that's getting ready to take place. You know? Because I recently, the Spirit had it to where I saw this, with this chick, that was, she was in the gym, you know, she let the dude in, the dude was bugged out, dude attacked her or whatnot, and she was basically able to fight him off. You could tell the legion of angels that was on that dude were holding back, you know, because obviously it wasn't her time to, you know, be put to death or whatever, but you could tell those spirits that was on that dude, they were holding back. He could have easily overpowered her. You know, but she ended up, you know, winning the fight or whatever. But now this bitch thinks she Wonder Woman and shit, man. You see, stuff like that pisses me off, because like brother was saying, keep that same attitude, keep that same energy. All right, keep that same energy, man. Keep that same energy when things get bad out here, man. You know, keep that same energy, keep that same attitude, because again, what has been taught in this society, man, compared to reality, well, you women are gonna find out. You're not Gal Gadot, all right? You're not Wonder Woman, all right? You women are gonna find out. You know, 1 Timothy 2:9 again. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. So again, there it is again. All right. Professing godliness with good works. All right. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. Like I was saying earlier, because me personally, there's no point in even talking to, going over scriptures with women. Some brothers do it, but me personally, that's just not my thing. Because scriptures like this, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like I said, women don't want to be told they have to get in order. Women don't want to be told these things. So why, I don't waste my time with it unless the spirit really gets on me to, which, like I said, lately it has been. I have been, going over certain things as far as, roles, a man of a woman, the role of a man, so on and so forth. But verse 11 again. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection. All right. And what's wrong with that? You women have no problem submitting to the Esau, to the so-called white man. You women have no problem submitting to your big daddy government. You have no problem submitting to your husband, your God, your idol, which is Esau, again, who doesn't have your best interests at heart. So why not? What's wrong with submit to a man that actually has your best interests at heart? What's wrong with that? Again, to submit to a man that has your best interests at heart. Now, I'm going to say this, all right, because, it is understandable that a lot of women are dealing with men that aren't no goods, all right? A lot of women are dealing with men, husbands that aren't in the truth, that no goods or whatever. You still got to submit yourself to that man, and the Lord will deal with him. However he deals with it, he'll deal with your situation. All right, but nevertheless, you still have to submit. Again, we're submitting to Yahweh Shai. So why not submit to someone who has your best interests at heart? Well, what's wrong with that? You had this woman on my comment board a few weeks ago, which this is a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow when it comes to, the 144,000 being strictly men. All right. But again, that's why I always like to bounce it out, because again, it's not to say that women's roles aren't important. For you women, your roles are important, very important, but they're on the back burner more so. All right. Maintaining the house and things of that nature, man. Which, I mean, you women, when you're playing your role, you're more happier. I don't know if you notice this or not. You're more happier when you're playing your natural role. You women are taught to fight against your natural role. But when you women don't have to be in the workforce and deal with the pressure of the world, and when you actually get to sit at home and tend to the kids and things of that nature, I don't know if you notice, but you're more happier. You have a more peace of mind. But it is a thing of self-examining, which again, you women, you have to learn, man. You have to be instructed. You women have to be instructed. You have to be instructed. Especially if you're dealing with a man of Yahweh Shema Shai, whatever he tells you, it's not for no reason. All right. If you're dealing with the man of Yahweh Shema Shai, then it's exactly that. Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with that man. So whatever comes out of his mouth, that's why, like I said, if you're gonna learn anything, learn it in the silence. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Again, if you're, in a situation, even if you're dealing with a man of Yahweh Shema Shai, you feel in your heart that he's wrong. Well, listen, if he is wrong, if he's going off, the Lord will deal with him. Either way. But nevertheless, there shouldn't be no type of arguments anyways, because you women should just be quiet. You should be quiet. There will be no arguments or, whatever, if you were just quiet. You just be quiet and listen. Do you think we buck up against the Lord? Do you think that we willingly just buck up against the Lord? Well, Yahweh Shema Shai, I think you should do it this way. You know, the law says this, but you should do it this way. No, hell no. You know? Listen, and I say this all the time. Us thinking that we knew something is why we're over here in the first place. On the other side of the world, Crocs, all right? You know, through and through. Jake out here with damn pink hair, pink mohawks. You know, brothers out here prophesying on the other side of the world. And sackcloth, man, through. Thinking that we knew something. This is why we're over here in the first place. So we had it our way. We tried it our way. And look where it ended us. Look at where we're at. So you women, again, you need to learn to again, man, get your house in order. Because it starts with us. It starts with you individually. You know, as far as your house, getting your house in order, you gotta get your mind right. All right, get your mind right. Be instructed. You have to learn, because again, you women, listen, the Lord is dealing with us to be lords in our own realm. All right, every brother's going to have their, you know, respected lots. Brothers are going to be put in leadership positions. All right. But you women, hey, it's likewise, man. Again, not to the extent of a man, but you're going to have your roles, your leadership positions. You're going to have to lead the other wives. I tell my demon this all the time. You tripping, but I need you to be the head wife. If you gonna make it, you gonna be the head wife. I need you to be in point. I don't have time, especially when all hell breaks loose, man. I don't have time to be, you know, because you women, when it comes to this whole, like I said, that's gonna be a test for a lot of you women. That's why, again, I quoted, "Prepare for thy battle, man. Get ready for thy battle." You know, because we're all gonna be tested. We're all gonna be tempted. You women are no different. I can see it for a lot of women, man. That's gonna be the test outside of the MOTB. That's gonna be a major stumbling block for a lot of you women. You know, I tell my demon all the time, whether you like it or not, hey, they're gonna be coming. All right, they're gonna be showing up at the crib. Gonna be getting knocks on the door. Like, how did you get my address? How'd you find out where I live? You know, type of stuff. You know, women are gonna be showing up at your job. You know, it's gonna get hectic. It's gonna get hectic. You know, because again, when it comes back to this whole Isaiah 4:1 topic, you know, listen, especially in that day, we're so focused for the most part. Now, listen, brothers have their urges and their desires. Brothers be burning. You know, we do what we got to do to get our rocks off. But at this point, man, you know, that's the last thing on our minds. You know. And for damn sure, when all hell breaks loose, you know, for damn sure, brothers ain't gonna be thinking about popping women or nothing like that, man. That's gonna be the last thing on brothers' minds. So, like I said, when it comes to the small details, and you know, I like it like this, whatever. I don't have time to be, Lord willing, if I be one of those men, I don't have time to be, you know, teaching the, you know, the other women how to do it my way, do it how I like it. No, that's for you women. That's your job. That's your job. I tell my demon all the time, and that's your job. That's going to be your responsibility. You know, and it's cold. It's cold because through the spirit, she subconsciously she does things in preparation. She subconsciously does things without even knowing it in preparation for that. I'm not going to get into details, but she does things without even knowing it. Getting ready. And she don't even know it. And I'll just be laughing. I just be laughing because, you know, it's not a thing of persuasion. You know, I tell my demon straight up, like, listen, I don't have to tell you this. I just tell you this just to give you the benefit of the doubt. So when it does happen, you know, you won't be completely caught off guard. I tell her straight up. You know, because I'm just, you know, I'm not one to hide. I think that's my problem is because I'm too honest. I'm brutally honest. I'm too honest, you know, and that's my problem. So I don't hold nothing back. I tell her straight up, if I see something I like, I'm going for it. You know, not the Wadi how about Shemal Shai, you know. Because, you know, the Lord be saving us from ourselves, man. Again, man, as much as these Israelite groups want to talk shit, we hate women and this and that. Listen, we love women, and that's the problem. That is the problem. We love women, maybe a little too much. So the Lord be saving us from ourselves, especially when it comes to these women. But I tell this woman straight up, if I see something I like, I'm going for it. I don't give a damn if you like it or not. You know? And I can see over the years, more and more as we have these conversations, as much as she doesn't like it, I can see more and more she's starting to see it. I can see it's resonating with her spirit. Like, I don't like it, but this nigga's right. This nigga's telling the truth. She can see it. I can see it in her spirit more and more. I read her spirit more and more. She's still a demon about it, but I can see more and more, you know, she's coming to terms with it, even though she don't like it. But that's tough cookie. Hey, cause hey, for you women that don't want to get right, that's okay. You're gonna just move to the left. You're gonna get replaced. It's that simple. Again, this is not a persuasion game. We're not in the business of persuading anyone or anything like that. So 1 Timothy 2 and 11 again, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. So you see, you're wondering why you have problems in your relationship, or you can't keep a man, or 9.9 times out of 10 it's because of you. You can't keep your mouth closed. Like I said, you shouldn't be arguing with your husband anyways. You know, a lot of problems come because you can't keep your mouth closed. You just don't know how to shut up. If you just be quiet, like I said, as cruel as it might sound, but nevertheless, you women don't understand how, again, you know, because as much as it sounds like women, what do they call it? Women bashing, you know, we're bashing women, but it's just the truth. It's just the truth. Things will go a lot smoother if you just be quiet. You know, a lot of arguments will be, well, hell, I'll go as far as to say all arguments will, you know, could be prevented if you just be quiet, keep your mouth closed. You know, just be quiet and listen. Be quiet and listen. It's that simple. As hard as it may seem, as much as it might sound like nails on a chalkboard, you know, but nevertheless, hey, you know, it's simple. You know, it's simple, but we get it. You know, the Wali Habashim Shai, you know, starting with the apostles, man, and the bishops on down, we have game. I tell them, again, another thing I tell my demon all the time is like, because, you know, and this, for the most part, applies for most of us. We all come from that sim culture in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you know. And I tell my demon all the time, you want me to, because I used to argue, I used to go back and forth, and, you know, I used to fall for that shit. You know, these women, they'll start an argument with you just for the drama, just because, for no reason. They'll start an argument just for the drama, because women, they love chaos, they love drama. You know, and I know that pisses them off when, you know, they try to start an argument or whatever, and they can't get they can't get that type of reaction out of you. You know, because they love drama. But you got to learn to control yourself, man. Control your spirit, just like us. All right, just like us. You know, it comes down to self-control. Like I said, self-examining, man. Which a lot of you women, that's another thing. You don't want to be held accountable. No one can't tell you shit. Well, you better become humble, or you're gonna get humbled. It's that simple. All right. Going back to Titus 2 and verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Now, of course, it's the complete opposite, you know, in this society. But nevertheless, man, you know, you're dealing with a man of your how about Shemal Shah. Hey, what do they say? Happy wife, happy life? No, man, that's bullshit. All right, that's straight up horse shit. My thing is, if he wins, all y'all win. Everyone wins. You know, you should be doing things to further his enterprise, right? Again, maintaining the house. You know, the husband, the father, the man. All right. You know, he lays down a set of standards. Follow through with those standards, man. You know, Kids, they're not supposed to be doing such and such. They're not supposed to be watching TV. You know, the house isn't clean if they haven't done any chores or whatever the case be. Whatever, you know, whatever law he lays down, hey, you're supposed to be forwarding his enterprise. But that's the problem, because everything in society is backwards. The children rule the house, right? The children rule the house, right? And with that being said, you're gonna have the women, of course, you know, they're gonna follow after them kids, because women, that, you know, you women you have childlike tendencies. You know, you women are nothing but big children. That's why, like I said earlier, as much as cruel as it sounds, but you need to be led. You need a spiritual leash. You women, you need a spiritual leash. You need to be guided. You need to be directed. You need to be taught. And if you're lucky enough, if you're privileged enough to have a man of Yahweh Shema, listen to that man. Listen to him. You know, again, it's about being instructed, man. Because again, you women, you're going to be put in leadership positions as well. All right. You women are going to have to be, some of you women are going to be in charge of the other wives, man, the concubines that are coming through, and so on and so forth. So you got to be taught as well. Yeah, that was the point. That was the point, you know, because like I said, you women, again, you might be up in age, or you just might be, you know, more aged in the spirit, in the faith, you know. Because listen, a lot of people are coming up to brothers. A lot of people are going to be coming up to brothers, man. All right. A lot of people are going to be coming up to brothers, inquiring and asking. And you women, hey, just like we had to get tried, tested, refined, you women are going to have to get tried, tested, and refined. The Lord's going to put you through it too. Y'all going to have to go through it too. Y'all are not exempt whatsoever. So get ready. All right. Get ready. It's really a thing of being on one page, man. You really have to, you women really have to be on one page with Yahweh Shai, man. Slakia. Well, I'll say you have to be on page with your Yahweh Shai, all right? Because that man, he is your savior, all right? Just like we are one page with Yahweh Shai, which he's our savior. You know, he's our head. You know, so you women really have to be on page with your Yahweh Shai. You really just got to be on page with him, whether you like it or not. You know, I know that's something that's really extremely hard for you women when it comes to controlling your emotions, but you have to find, y'all got to figure it out. All right, because listen, in that day, I know, because I've been to a point. I don't tolerate shit. All right, my tolerance level is low as shit. I don't tolerate anything, pretty much, man. I don't tolerate a lot at all. You know, I will cut you off real quick. You know, and I know my demon hates when I do that shit. But hey, you gotta come right. You know, come right. All right, come correct. I'm not playing that shit. I know a lot. When that time comes, brothers ain't gonna be dealing with that shit, or that attitude. You know, back talk, man. Listen, your ass is gonna get left behind if you don't get yourself in order, man. If you don't get right, because you women are gonna get tested. I promise you, you women are going to get tested. You know. So that's the point there. Again, you know. Just as far as women, you know, you women, yeah, hey, some of you, a lot of you are going to be in positions to where you're going to have to, you know, lead other women, show the other women how it's done. And then for women that, because again, as far as teaching on the, you know, these platforms and things of that nature, as far as, you know, pushing this truth out, that's for the men. You women, you have your roles, all right? And if you're going to teach, again, teach other women how to be wives, how to be mothers, you know. Maybe y'all get together, you know, for you sisters out there. Maybe y'all get together, you know, pick up some traits. Because again, going to Isaiah 4:1, you know, we will learn our own bread, or we will make our own bread and wear our own clothes. You know, because listen, again, I'm gonna put myself out there again. Hey, you know, because me, hey, like I said, a pretty face on a fat ass, that shit don't mean shit. All right, especially when all hell's breaking loose. You know, because me personally, I know how to sew. I know how to cook. I can do for myself. I don't need a woman other than to produce seed, which I'm not trying to do on the side. All right. You know, so that's not the question. Now it's if it happens, it happens. And more than likely it's going to be happening, you know, when that time comes. All right. But other than that, I don't need a woman for anything other than some box. But I can get that anywhere, you know. You brothers might as well just, you know, pay for some box, man. With the standard that you women have nowadays, man. Hey, you know, these ridiculous standards, man. You know, most of these a lot of these women, they crying for a traditional man, but you don't know how to be traditional women yourselves. You're crying for traditional husbands. You don't know how to be you're nowhere near traditional wife yourself. You know, so the hypocrisy. You know, but like I said, I know how to cook for myself. I can sew. I wash my own clothes. I can do everything for myself. You know, I don't need a woman other than some box. But even with that, because the Lord has been having it to where even, you know, I've been more and more cutting that off. You know, and that is another thing, you know. Because if you're dealing with a woman, hey, for your brothers out there, you know, hey, because there's laws, you know, if you're gonna deal with multiple wives, man, hey, you gotta deal with them. You know, you gotta make sure they're straight sexually, you know. But even with that, there's a balance in the order to everything. And me, I've been more and more, you know, cutting that off. You know, I haven't, you know, I'm not saying I've gone completely cold turkey, but you know, more and more I fast even on that, you know. You know, no sex, no nothing. You know, because me, man, I don't give a damn about box, man. I don't give a damn about no box. You know, I don't give two shits about no box. You know, I don't care about no box, man. So that's for something for damn sure you can't use on me. You can't use on brothers. That shit don't mean nothing. That shit is tainted anyways. You know, it's just polluted anyways. But you're gonna have to come with something. That's the point that I'm just trying to make. Because a pretty face and a fat ass, that's only gonna get you but so far, if it gets you anywhere. You're gonna have to come with it. You know, like I was saying, hey, for you sisters, you know, maybe get together or learn a trade or something. Learn something. You're gonna have to come with something, because a pretty face and a fat ass, that shit, it don't mean nothing, man. It don't mean nothing. Even when all hell breaks loose, all that shit's gonna be, I just read it earlier, you know, dressed in modest apparel, not wearing all that, you know, you know, that jewelry and shit, man. You know, wearing all that bullshit, all that makeup and shit, man. Listen, when all hell breaks loose, you women aren't gonna have access to that whatsoever. You're gonna be shown for who you really are. You're gonna be seen for who you really look like. The Lord, again, that's a part of the humbling that's coming. You know, you're not gonna have access to makeup or none of that bullshit, man. You're gonna be shown and seen for who you really are. The Lord's gonna strip you down, man. You know, you women are about to be humbled, so you might as well join the winning team now. Because like I said, the spirit that Yahweh Shemashah has out there, man, hey, again, you brothers, man, hey, I've just been saying it. I did a video on it. I'm going to keep saying it. Don't underestimate the power that you serve and the power that you possess. Because these people, they see it. They feel it. You know? More and more, you know. I'll be going to the gym and it's just like more and more. You know, people introducing themselves to me. They're coming up to me and they just want to talk. They just want to, and it's not in any shape, form, or fashion. It's not to prop myself up or anything, but these are just things that I notice. Men and women, you know. Men and women, man, they just, you know, it's almost like they just want to be in your presence. They just want to talk to you, man. Got people introducing themselves to me. You know, I just been in gym. I just be trying to get my workout, but you know, people just want to stop and have a conversation. You know, no, you know, you got to be cool and whatnot, but cordial and whatnot. But it's just like, dude, you know, had one chick, man, you know, I always see her, you know, but I don't, like I said, when I'm in the gym, I'm in my mode. I'm, you know, but she's always smiling and this and that. And that's one thing. On another note, I'm gonna say this, because again, for you women, make yourself available. You know, hit a brother up on his comment board. Hey, like brother say, ask for that email. You know, ask for that email. Hit a brother up. You know, make yourself available. Put yourself out there. You know, because like I was saying with this chick, man, I'll give her credit. I'll give her credit where it's due, because you know, women by nature they're not confrontational. You know. But it was a few of them actually. You know, like I said, they're in the gym and they break the ice. They come up, they and having, you know, having conversation and whatnot, you know. And I'm surprised, like I said, you know, you're in a society, and that's how it's supposed to be, you know. And women, they're supposed to chase you brothers. We're not supposed to chase these women. They're supposed to chase you. You know. So the fact that, you know, women, they're even coming up and breaking the ice, you know, having a conversation, it's like, damn, because they're getting desperate, man. These women are getting desperate. You women, you feel it. Like I said, the spirit that's out there, man. You women, you feel it. You women feel it. You feel it. So get on the bandwagon now while you can. Jump on the winning team while you can. Ecclesiasticus 26. Ecclesiasticus 26. I'll start at verse 14. Yeah, verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. So you see, that's a gift, man. Like I said, as cruel as it may sound or whatever, man, just be quiet. All right? I promise you, you'll solve or you'll prevent a lot of problems just by shutting up. Just be quiet. All your arguments could be prevented if you just be quiet. Keep your mouth closed. All right? As a matter of fact, reading on, it says, and there is nothing so much worth. You know, a woman that knows her worth. That's a real strong woman. All right? Despite what's taught in this society. No, a real woman, a real strong woman at that, is a woman that knows her worth. All right? She plays her roles. You know? Like the scriptures say, when a man and a woman come together, and it's done beautifully. Hey, man, when a man and woman come together and they play their roles, man, it's beautiful, man. That's beautiful in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, a woman that knows to listen. The scriptures give credit, man, to women that for women that plays her roles, man. Hey, that woman, she gets credit, man. She gets recognition for that. You know. And not according to Esau standards. All right. A woman that plays her role, hey, she gets often credit for that, man. She gets recognition for that. So you women, you just got to learn your role, learn your place, be quiet, and listen. And it's that simple. You know, like I said earlier, you know, you women, you want to make it more than what it is because you like drama. Nah, man. You know, this thing is simple. It's real simple. The Lord's yoke is not hard at all. You know. You women just make it hard because you like drama, man. You like chaos. But the point being, it says, matter of fact, I'm gonna read it again. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And you know, make no mistake about it, they're out there. All right, whoever you are, you know, I mean, we don't see them, but that's the point. You know, for the most part, we're not supposed to see you. You know, for the most part. You know, you women that are on reserve, we don't, you know, brothers don't really know much about you. And it's good that way, you know. Just continue to sit in the background and, hey, let the Lord, let him do what he do, man. It says, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. So you see, and you women, you have to learn instruction. You have to learn to be taught. All right. You women have to be taught. You have to learn. You know, and then learn some more. It's a never, you're never going to stop learning. Because you women, again, when that time comes, you know, and then the Lord opens up the floodgates for brothers, man. Hey, you women, you know, again, don't downplay your role, man. You're going to be part of that, man. Because another thing that I've been saying has been on my spirit. All right. And I'm going to continue to you know, profess in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. Hey, man, it's time for brothers to start winning. It's our time. These people, they had their way. They had their fun. It's our time to start winning. And I pray for brothers that, hey, when that time comes, that, you know, brothers are going to have the spirit to be able to receive it, because it's coming. It's coming. I believe it. All right. I don't see anything else outside of, I don't see nothing outside of victory, man. And that's where my mind is at. I don't see nothing outside of victory. Fuck that. We've come too far. The Lord has brought us through too much. It's time to start winning in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. Fuck that. But hey, you women, you can be a part of that. You know? Imagine being the head wife, you know, of one of those elect brothers, man, or one of those elect men, being a head wife, or just one of the wives of one of those elect men. To you women out there, imagine that. Like I said, man, brothers are going to start winning. And you can either be on a winning team or not. You could be in this side or over there. It don't make us no difference. All right? It don't make us no difference. But you have to be instructed, man. You have to be taught. You know, you have to be taught. Lord, again, he's prepping us for our lots. Lord, when we be that number, we be those men. But hey, you women, the Lord's prepping you too. You know, you women have to get prepped too, man. You know, like I said, man, y'all gonna be having to. It's your job, you women. It's your job to be, you know, to direct the other wives, all right, the concubines. Tell them, you know, this is what he likes, this is what he don't like, this and that, the do's and the don'ts, to show them around or whatnot. That's your job. You know, brothers don't got time for that. That's your job, you women. You know, so hey, another edition of For the Ladies. Hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, until the next one. Shalom to you, hopefully, let.